What's up, guys? So if you haven't heard, of Sony's fuck up number 483, Sony has recently just shut down Blueprint Studios, or Blueprint Games, whatever. Now, if you guys don't know, they're the ones who, remade, the Shadow of the Colossus PS4 remaster. I would say that's not really a remake in my opinion, but whatever. Remaster, right? But... And then also the Demon Souls PS5 remake, quote unquote. Again, remaster, but they did redo, I guess, the models, whatever. But either way, they have mostly been known for remasters and remakes. That's it, and that's all. Now, with that being said, here we have, Sony shutting them down. And I think this really has to do with the whole live service God of War title fiasco, right? So if you guys don't know, Blueprint was making a live service God of War title, right? It was supposed to be like a live service God of War game, right? But the problem is that Blueprint obviously had no experience doing something like that, and Sony just didn't care, and they had every one of their studios try to do some dumbass live service crap, and now we see the punishment to that, But here's what's completely confusing me. Why did you shut Blueprint Studios down? You had like a bunch of games that you could have had them remaster, because let's be honest, that's what they're doing, not remake. People really lost the meaning of a remake, but you could have had them graphically remaster a bunch of shit, and you did not. Why? Like you could have fucking had them do Gravity Rush for the fucking Switch. Or Switch 2. You could have had them done something like that, but no, you didn't do that for some reason. Why? Why did you not do that? You could have brought that like medieval remake on the Switch 2 and PC and whatever, right? Like you could have done that, but you didn't do that. Why? Again, I ask why. It's like you could have at least like ported a bunch of their games. I guess they could have another studio do that, but it's like they could have ported a bunch of other games. They could have remade like the older Ratchet and Clank games in that sort of fashion. I don't know. They could have done a lot. They could have done a Medieval 2 remake, or remaster, or whatever. And this is just like really sad, this is truly sad that look. I'm more than happy with woke pieces of shit losing their jobs. I'm more than happy with incompetent studios losing their jobs. Don't think that I'm one of those dumb fucks who are like, oh my god, people losing jobs equals sad. No, if they couldn't do their job right, and especially in a profession that I'm passionate about, I don't give a fuck. Let them lose their job. I really don't care, Yeah, I heard that there's a nice little box outside, so I heard it's rainproof too, so you might want to get your hands on it, buddy. But yeah, but no, I think that Blueprint Studios was legitimately kind of doing their job, They pretty much tried to tackle what Sony tried to give them, and obviously they were inexperienced with this whole games as a service crap. And let's just be honest here, would the God of War, what the hell is it, man? This live service God of War, would it have even done well? Considering that this is Sony and they decide like what price it's going to be, how much content is going to be on it. No, of course not. It probably would have not done well, especially because your God of War game, is not a multiplayer game. Okay, you have really garnered a bunch of the people that don't want to play games. Okay, so who the hell wants to play God of War online? Who wants to do that? And the funny thing is that they already tried to do that with what was it? God of War something. It was like some sort of Origins, like God of War Origins or whatever on the PS3. They already did that. So yikes. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is pretty sad. This is pretty, stupid. I mean, like, This is what I guess Sony gets for trying to have everyone do this live service dumbass push. That's what happens, right? And this is just really stupid, you know? It's like, I want to get to another point too, right? This tells you how incompetent Sony is, obviously, right? But this also like brings another problem with console gaming, you know? Absolutely, I'm going to push it back to this. Console gaming really pushes for these dog shit live service or just overall slop games. I bet if Sony, you know, were making these titles for PC, or like literally having Blueprint do shit for PC, those titles would have done so good that Sony would have not moved them into this dumbass live service push. Absolutely not, right? Like you're telling me that, what, say if Sony brought the Medieval remake or remaster, whatever, onto the PC, and I'm pretty sure that would have done well. You know, do you think that like they would have had them do more stupid or had them do a live service game? No, absolutely not. You know, if they brought Dark Souls Demon Souls remake onto the PC, don't you think that would have done a lot better, and thus they would have had them do, I don't know, maybe Bloodborne remake? Oh, don't give them ideas now. You know, I think it's really their console division, and like, it's not just Herman Hulst, man. It's like so many problems with Sony, so many fucking problems. Sony has this really bad issue with their management in general, you know, and unfortunately, it wasn't just Herman Hulst. It wasn't, you know, and even if it is, they're not really doing anything about it. It's kind of pissing me off. You know, and their whole stupid reasoning is, oh, you know, this is a shrinking market. The game budgets are going up. No, you're making game budgets go up, Sony. You're the one making them go up. And what was it? The console market is shrinking, or in a shrinking market, whatever. It's like, who made that market shrink? You did. You did, Sony. You made that market shrink. You and Nintendo and Microsoft, you guys are the ones pricing the fuck out of people, you know, when really consoles used to be the cheap haven for gaming. They really did. They did. You know? It is a problem with even with the RAM prices and shit like that, which, by the way, that will affect consoles sooner or later. But the RAM prices, right? You know, like affecting PC. Isn't it kind of funny how PC gaming is still more affordable? It really is. With what you're getting, at least, yes, it is a lot more affordable. Like, there's no reason, bro, with all that money that you're gonna save, quote unquote, on consoles, even though that, you know, the RAM prices are up and whatever, you're just gonna use towards online. You're just gonna use towards full price games. You're just gonna use towards other bullshit that you should not be paying for. So, does it really matter? Does it matter? I don't think so, personally. You know, I would just say go to PC, man. Go to PC. And if not, you know, like, I'm being serious about this too. If you really cannot afford a PC, go to mobile. Seriously, go to mobile. You know, have an open mind, man. I mean, mobile has better games than consoles right now. Yeah, I said it. You know? I mean, hell, the footage that you're probably going to see is a mobile game because of how convenient they are. You know, I'm recording off of a mobile tablet right now, like one of my Android tablets, right? And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I could do everything literally on this tablet. I could, you know, make thumbnails. I could, you know, record videos. I could play games. I could do all this shit. You know, download music, blah, blah, blah. All that shit I could do. So the funny thing is that, like, you're never going to get anything like that on console. You're just not. You're not going to get the convenience factor. You're not going to get the, you know, the games are actually trying to get your attention and will have long-term success. Because with mobile, you don't have to pay for online. You don't have, most games are free. Forget cheap, they're free. Oh my god. And yeah, there have been more console-like experiences, right? Like there has been the 2013 Tomb Raider reboot that out of nowhere really came on mobile, right? And yeah, it was for a stupid price, but you know, whatever. You know, there are console games that are starting to come to mobile. So it's like, you might as well just join mobile then. You really should. There's a lot of games for free, right? I'm sure you're gonna find the one you like. You know, and by the way, emulation is a thing. So you want to play console games? Okay, play the good ones. You know, play the fucking PS2 games, play Game Boy Advance games, play like anything you want. The mobile device could actually fucking emulate, you know, and unlike other pussy ass storefronts, you know, Android still has a bunch of emulators. They have Game Boy Advance emulators, they have PS2 emulators, and I think they still have a Switch one up right now. So it's like, bro, just do it. Just switch to mobile, if anything. If you can't afford PC, go to mobile. Oh my god. And this just tells you why. Because with mobile and PC, you see a lot of, more experimental games, right? And I even talked about this earlier, where, in a comment section of mine, where, there's gonna be games that are gonna be free to play that are more console quality than these shitty console games are, right? Like Ananta or whatever the hell it's called. Where it's open world, it's this like open world anime game where I guess it's like a character collecting game as well, right? But guess what? It's not a gacha. No, they already confirmed that it's not gonna have a gacha system. Oh shit. What? Oh my god. So yeah, it's actually gonna be more of an open world GTA like console game, or like console quality game, whatever that means anymore. I'm just saying that for the dumb normies that don't understand that, hey, your consoles are not really worth a shit anymore. But yeah, like this console quality is being brought to mobile for free. And then like that's not even the only example. Anemo, which is this Pow World, game that looks more polished. That's also free to play, man, and it's coming to mobile. It's like, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but mobile is taking over. Probably even more so than PC, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I mean, of course, I'm not saying that it's going to completely take over PC, but it's definitely going to like, like kind of pass it a little bit. It's going to pass PC. Absolutely. It's just a much more substantial platform, especially compared to consoles, but even more than PC, apparently. So that's crazy. But obviously you're never gonna have the freedom like a PC. You probably never are, or maybe you will. Who knows, right? I mean, just not too long ago, Apple fucking allowed emulators on their store. Shit. I mean, really though, now I could fucking download Nintendo games officially on Apple Store, or from the Apple Store, technically speaking. I mean, shit. That just tells you, bro, that yeah, mobile is evolving. Consoles are stagnating, and they're dying. Actually, they're not stagnating. It's even worse. They're dying, and I'm happy for it. I'm all here for it. But this is not the way that should happen, personally speaking. Blueprint did not deserve this. They really didn't, and I hate admitting that, because I hate these, I hate these shitty studios, these woke fucking studios. But it's like, honestly, Blueprint was just doing their job. I hate to admit it, but they were just doing their job. So, yeah, fuck you, Sony, yet again. Go eat shit. Learn how to actually manage your fucking studios and your platform, for the love of God. Otherwise, just go fully on PC. You're just pissing me off at this point. Don't even make a PS6. Stop making dumb decisions and just go to fucking PC and fully embrace it. As in, make your games cheap, make more games on there, and there you go. Anyways, this is your boy, Video Game Homies, signing out. Have a good one. Bye.